everyone, so today I'm going to show you how to take a more professional looking profile photo with your phone. But let's talk about the importance of a headshot to start with. Okay, so right now what you're seeing, this is just a quick screenshot of when I searched headshots on Google, this is what came up. And I brought this up because I want you guys to pay attention to a couple of things. So first of all, when we're looking at these, you're going to notice that pretty much everyone has a very professional look to them. Now, what makes it look professional? There's some very key things. First is dressing for the job that you want. You'll see that there's a lot of people now, like this is a bad example. Don't wear a wrinkly t-shirt to look professional. Okay, you want to look nice for your LinkedIn profile photo. You're also going to notice that we have some really nice soft light on pretty much, on all of these photos. So soft light is key, and I'm about to explain to you what exactly that means. You're also noticing that the backgrounds are very simple. We have plain backgrounds. And why is that? The background's not important. You are the main subject. Your face is the main subject. We want all of someone's attention to go straight to your face and not worry about what's in the background of your photo. All right, so let's take a little deeper dive into this. But before we do that, actually, let's talk about why it's important to have a good photo on LinkedIn. So, first off, you want people that you've met in real life to recognize your profile. Okay, so having some kind of, super artsy or mysterious type of photo, that's great for some things, but not for this. Okay, and the same thing that goes the other way around. What if someone contacts you online for a job interview and you're supposed to meet somewhere, but their profile photo looks nothing like them? You want to be able to see what exactly that person looks like in real life. And you know what? The importance of a headshot has been linked to how someone is perceived. There is this great study by Princeton University that found that people unconsciously judge the competence of an unfamiliar face within a tenth of a second. What do they mean by competence? Whether they are smart and able to do something. So being able to present yourself professionally is going to give you a leg up when you're trying to get that job, when you're trying to land that client. Now, this is optional, but I did include this really interesting article about this same type of study, but it had to do with elections. People made snap decisions on looking just at photos of people who were running for an election, and based on the photos, most people actually picked who won the race. So are people actually voting because of policies, or are they voting because their photo makes them look good, makes them look professional, makes them look nice and caring, or whatever it is? I don't know. It's a pretty interesting article if you'd like to take a moment to read that. Okay, now I want to make something clear for this next assignment. You do not need to hire a photographer for this, okay? Now, as you become more successful in your career, you probably will want to hire a photographer specifically to take your photos for you, but I'm going to show you how to do this on your own right now. Okay, so let's talk about some tips for more professional looking headshots. You want to dress and look professional. This might look a little different depending on your industry, but dress how you would dress for going to your job. You don't have to have a suit, but something that's business casual, even just a polo or a nice blouse will look better than just a t-shirt, especially like a wrinkly t-shirt, okay? Solid colors or basic patterns work really well, but you don't want anything that's distracting. Again, the subject is you, your face. Something that complements it, fine. Something that distracts from it, no. You want to avoid large jewelry or accessories for the exact same reason. And just in case I do have to say this, take a shower and do your hair, okay? Get ready for this photo like you're going to an interview. And if you're going to an interview disheveled, dirty, not having combed your hair, then you're doing it wrong, okay? Let me be the one to tell you. You need to look nice. You need to be clean and presentable. Okay, so next, location. You want to look for a place that has no distractions behind you, like a blank wall or a large bush. Now, below this video, I have a whole nother video where I actually go out and do the assignment so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. But I just want to go over this stuff real quick for you. Now, the location doesn't have to be huge because all we're going to be seeing is from here up. Okay, so it doesn't have to be like this big, wonderful looking place. You just need something that is going to look good right behind you. For the lighting, you want soft, diffuse lighting. So this is kind of a photographer type of word to say diffused, but basically not bright sunlight. You want, what diffuse basically means is that it's not just a direct light, that it's going through something or bouncing off something to hit you. All right, that might sound a little complicated, but it's a lot easier than you think. Some examples of places to find diffuse lighting is an overcast day. So if it's cloudy outside, the sun is being diffused by those clouds. Perfect opportunity. If it's a bright sunny day, go into the shade of a building. The shade of the building, you know, you'll think that maybe you look kind of dark, but in reality, there is light bouncing from the direct sun onto everything around you and then bouncing back into your face, creating a soft light. That's what you want. And for this project, you need to get outside to do this, okay? I know that the lights indoors seem like they're bright, but they're not as bright as you think, and you're gonna get a better quality photo if you're shooting this outside during the day. Now, if you do look for shade, like let's say that you find a shady tree, that can work okay, but you got to watch out for your background. You want to make sure that your background is not brighter than you are, because those bright areas back there are going to be distractions. So that's why I say the shade of a building works best. All right, now the angle. So you want your angle to be straight on and eye level with you. You don't want to be really high. You don't want to be really low. And again, I have some examples in this video right down here. You also want to hold the phone's arm lengths away instead of being super close. That's because we do need to crop it a little bit, so you want to make sure you have some room to crop. Now, that doesn't mean that you have someone stand 10, 20 feet away from you and take the photo for you and then crop in. That doesn't work that great either, because the more you crop in on a photo, the less resolution you have and the lower quality that photo will end up having. So, about arm's length away, okay? Not medium length, arm's length, okay? Pull all the way back. All right, cool. And then for editing, minor corrections are okay and encouraged. So if it's a little bit too light or too dark, take care of it. If the white balance is too yellow or blue, use the white balance slider on your phone editing to just pull it the opposite way. If it looks too yellow, go towards the blue. If it looks too blue, go towards the yellow. Same with the tint. If it's too green or magenta, if it's too green, take that slider towards the magenta side. If it's too magenta, take that slider to the green side. And you do want to crop it as a square for this assignment. Now, I don't want you guys to use any filters, artistic effects, you know, all those little, you know, there's plenty of really fun apps. And don't get me wrong, I love playing with those apps. But for this specific purpose, this is not the time and place to do it. Now, if, you know, eventually you become like this super well-known artist and you want to do something artsy and people already know who you are, then yeah, you can do stuff like that. But in the beginning, when you're first starting out, you just want to have a nice clear photo of yourself for your profile. All right, guys, so next, make sure that you watch this video, because like I said, I walk you through step by step all of that stuff that I just talked about. I show you in real life how to do it. And then I end up with a really nice result, okay? Taking all of those principles in mind. And I do want to show you that, you know, after a while in your career, you will move forward and probably want to hire someone. And there are some, you know, great people out there. So even though I can do a nice shot of my phone here, it's still not quite going to compare to a professional shot in a studio with a photographer who knows what they're doing. All right, guys, can't wait to see your professional profile pics.